Hey, this is Josh. Today is Tuesday, July 18th. Today was a trending trading range day, or could be considered a large trading range day or a bear reversal day. Prices opened with a huge gap up above yesterday's high. Strong bull breakout overnight led to an always in market this morning on the open. I came in somewhere around in here. Prices were in a small bull flag trading range, so prices were likely to break out above before below. Prices, the bears tried to break out below the trading range, failed. The bulls formed a bull channel here that held for a while. Really similar price action to yesterday, with the bull breakout above the trend channel, except for what came after was different than yesterday. But similar price action like with this week high one and the bull breakout above the trend channel. But so I came in somewhere around in here, and the bulls had tried to form a failed low 2 buy setup. Triggered here, but it was not very strong, and it was buying near the high of a trading range. So the bears were able to temporarily sell it off. This was a high 2 buy setup. You can consider it a large high 2. This is the first entry. Here's a second, or you can consider this is the first first move up. Here's a second. Buying above this bar on a stop. You're buying in the middle of a trading range, so 50-50 probability. It is a bull flag, so probably slightly favors the bulls, but it's a limit order market, and you're using a stop order, so it's best to take that as a swing trade. The better scalp entry was buying below this bar with a limit order, and the bears got a test of this close here and exited. Other than that, there was not a really easy, a great way of getting in this bull rally until over here. So I think this was during a news announcement as well, this outside bear bar. So became a large failed low 2, one first leg, second leg down here, double bottom bull flag, led to a bull breakout above the trading range. The bulls got follow through. However, the prices were limited by this trend channel. The bulls that bought this close, scaled in 10 pips lower, were able to get out, either break even on the first entry or with a profit. The bears who sold this close were able to make a scalper's profit, and during this time, I thought that this bull trend channel was going to hold, but ultimately the bears, when they exited here and the bulls continued to buy, led to this strong bull breakout. So signs of profit taking here. Got tails on the tops of bars. Breakouts to new highs are not going very far. So this was a little bit of a surprise to me. This was a high 1 buy. Oh, sorry, I forgot these entries. So this was a weak sell setup below here. It went a little ways before reversing back up, but you're buying near the high of a trading range in the high of a channel. So if you're buying up here, you're probably looking to scale in lower. So you're using a wide stop down here. So you can consider this a variant of a high 2 buy setup. So if you look closely, prices came down during this bar, tested back up here with this tail, came back down. So you can consider this like the first push up, came down, pull back, second leg up. So you can consider it a high 2 buy setup. I consider it a high 1 buy setup or a failed reversal. Or you can consider it a breakout pullback long buy setup. But either way, you're buying at the high of a trading range, so you got to take it for a swing trade. The bulls got good entry, good follow through. This was a small inside bar. It's a high 1 buy setup, not a strong sell setup. If you're buying up here, which some swing traders do, buy high in bull channels, and they're looking for a measured move up based on the height of the channel. But whenever when you're doing something like that, you're probably using a relatively tight stop and looking for 2 to 3 times your risk. So it's not an unreasonable thing to do. Scalpers and bears will consider selling above this bar with the intentions of scaling in higher, and you can see that those who did were able to get out over here with a profit on these on the consecutive entries, or potentially even got out with a profit from this entry if they were to hold. But so if you're selling above this bar, you got to use a wide stop and plan on scaling in, or look to exit if the bulls get follow through. So when the bulls got this pretty strong bull bar and then bull follow through, I would be exiting. Sorry, slight interruption, but so I think I was talking about this bull breakout here. So prices ended up making a measured move up based on the height of the opening range. And there was also a measuring gap in here. There were several to choose from. This was ultimately the one that won out. There was a larger one here from the bull breakout of the bull channel, but prices never quite got up there. So the bull breakout led to a tight by the close bull trend and a small bull micro channel here. Small break and led to 2 to 3 pushes up to a new high. One leg, 2 legs. Consider this a third leg. So a micro wedge channel micro wedge reversal led to 2 legs down. This is also a final flag sell setup. So the bulls were taking profits in here, led to a tight trading range. Bulls attempted to break out above, failed. Outside bear bar. It's also a second entry, not a very good second. This is a slight first entry here, but it's a final flag reversal, so reasonable swing short, looking for 2 legs down. The market became always in short here for a second leg down. Prices bounced off the EMA, led to 2 small legs up, test of these highs, and then sold off in a second leg down. This was a weak low one at the bottom of a bull flag, and after 2 legs down. It's also a failed bear breakout of below here. You have to be pretty aggressive, but you can consider buying below this bar for a scalp up. There was not really a good strong buy setup on a stop down here, other than buying above here. It's a bear bar, so not all that great. So bulls got bull entry, bull follow through, back to always in long here for probably at least a test of these highs. Led to a bear attempt at a low 2. So you got the first entry here. There was a weak sell signal for the second entry. It's a bull bar. You can also consider this a high 2 buy setup. You can consider this the first entry, the second entry, or you can consider this small bull bar in here as the first entry, and then the second entry. I would consider it a failed low 2 at the bottom of a trading range, so reasonable to look to buy above this bar. Did not, or below this bar. This weak sell setup. Did not go very far before the bulls exited and the bears came back in. This was a lower high. You can consider it a lower high major trend reversal. So you can say there earlier in the day it looked like there was a really steep bull trend line in here, which was broke somewhere around in here. Led to 2 legs up and test. This bull closed and the bears and the bulls exited and the bears took control. So the bear entry bar was not all that great. I questioned if we weren't going to get a breakout above and a larger final flag reversal. On a trending trading range day, it's pretty common for prices to reverse back through prior trading ranges. So this would have been a reasonable target. Looking to sell up here for a test back down to here. I personally thought we were going to possibly get one more trading range here. It looked like there was a broader bull channel in here, like I had said, but it didn't end up holding. So the bears got decent follow through here. Still not all that great. Hasn't gone that far. You could argue that it's always in short here. However, when the bears got this strong bear breakout below here, and then with follow through, it's clearly always in short, likely to go for a measured move down based on the height of this trading range, possibly back into these prior trading ranges. And there was some profit taking around the high of this prior trading range, around this measured move target. So the bulls tried to hold this bull trend line here and ultimately failed. This was a small sell climax. You can consider it a final flag reversal. This was the first entry, so probably not, unless this bull trend line was going to hold, it wasn't going to go very far. Which you should question whether this bull trend line is legit anyway with this strong overshoot. Earlier it looked like there was a potential larger trend line, like maybe here, but the bulls never were able to hold that as support. So this was a big bull bar for a high 2 buy setup. You're buying near the high of a small trading range, so you can take that for a swing. Scalpers should wait. Turn into a failed high 2, low variant of a low 2 sell setup, first entry, second entry. Again, did not go very far. The bears failed to break below this low here, which was a test of the middle of this prior trading range. Became an outside bull bar and the start of a what became the bear trend channel line. So good bull entry bar, not very good bull follow through. Led to a small second leg up, if you consider this is the end of the first. Test of the EMA, no real strong buy set up through here. There was not really a chance to buy below any bars down in here. Then you had a a high 1 buy setup. You're buying near the high of this developing trading range, into the top of a possible bear flag. More likely sellers above here, which became an outside bear bar. For a few bars, it looked like the bulls were going to hold that trend line and form a failed low 2. You can see prices reversed off of the bull trend line again as they tried, but ultimately the bulls were unable to get follow through, and it led to a failed high 2 sell setup here. Probably high enough probability for a scalp. It's off of the bear trend line and at the top of a trading range. So okay to sell below here on a stop just for a scalp. Bears got good bear entry, bear follow through. Remains always in short. Bulls were not able to flip it back to always in long, and prices remain in this channel for the remainder of the day. You could also consider this a small third trading range of the day for the trending trading range day. And then you can also consider it a large trading range day with just resistance up here. And then you can consider the bottom of the trading range is here, more in here. I would prefer to call it a trending trading range day or a bear reversal day.